A very good morning, my dear Silent Rose family. For today's reflection, I wanted to bring to your attention the concept of convenience. In today's world, for the sake of convenience, there are so many shortcuts that we resort to, like the use of a microwave to instantly heat your food, or the use of a credit card to make quick but big amount expenditures, or when we're really hungry, rather than waiting and preparing a meal and having it, we resort to having junk food, which is available quickly and maybe more affordable. Here's the problem with depending only on these conveniences. The problem is that we are losing our sense of discipline. We lose discipline in spending our money wisely. We lose discipline in eating healthy. We lose discipline in maintaining our homes in just the essential ways. The problem is, the world is teaching us to aim for a luxurious life, a consumeristic life, beyond resources that maybe we don't have. And instead of teaching ourselves a life of gratitude towards everything that God has given us, many of us are sitting and cribbing about everything that we do not have. Maybe our neighbors on the other side of the road ended up getting a pretty fancy flat screen TV, or someone else ended up getting a big cooking range. We're so focused on the things that others have and the things that we don't have. We're so focused on building luxury and convenience in our life, so much so that we forget about the simple things, the fundamental things. The thing is, my dear friends, sometimes it is the simple things, the fundamental things that help us build discipline. It is in those simple and mundane things that God wishes to encounter us. The other day, I happened to visit a Missionaries of Charity Sisters convent here in Denver. And as I was taking a tour of their facilities, I noticed a little instruction manual that was stuck to one of their walls. And in that little instruction manual, they had specifically written that when we visit the sisters, we are more than welcome to donate any clothing or food items or anything else that is fundamentally required by those sisters to run the shelter. However, this next sentence was written in bold. It was written, "Do not donate to this shelter any fancy equipment or device like microwaves or air fryers or any other such devices which is meant to improve our convenience in serving the homeless." The manual went on to say, by choosing to donate such a device of convenience, you are taking away from the sisters an opportunity to partake in the joy of poverty in serving the Lord. My dear friends, look at the gravity of that statement. The sisters derive joy in poverty because that is where they encounter the Lord. If you had visited the shelter, you will observe that they barely have enough things that are enough to sustain the facility, or maybe even lesser than that. And the sisters only believed in running that facility with those things, or rather with whatever God provided or what God thought was necessary to run that facility. The focus of the sisters in doing this was that rather than depending on these things of convenience, they chose more to depend on the providence of God. My dear friends, we've read this theme so many times in Mother Teresa's own story of service. And so, my dear friends, with this message, I am giving you an open invitation. Let's all take a step back and evaluate our life. Are we really depending on God's providence in our times of need? Or are we going after the things of convenience and looking for a solution there? This is a big question for us to think about. And if we are not resorting to God's providence, my dear friends, today God is inviting you to do so. Don't rely on the things of the world to pull you out of problems. Instead, for a change, why don't we take the way of poverty and come to our most abundant God and ask Him for help? Have a blessed day, dear friends. God bless.